So starting with this video that you're watching right now, I'm incredibly excited to announce that I was able to go out to Sledgehammer Games out in San Francisco and capture footage of the World War II beta early for you guys, so we could bring you guys some footage leading up into the beta, get you guys a little bit more hyped, and give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth rundown of some of the things you'll be seeing throughout the beta, maybe give you guys a little more heads up on some things you can be consciously aware of, all that kind of stuff here at that one. So before we get too far into it, a huge thank you and shout out to Sledgehammer and Activision for flying me out there, giving me the opportunity to capture this footage here for you guys. But with that said, I want to talk a little bit about not only what you'll be seeing in this video altogether, but also I want to touch on exactly how the create a class system works within World War II, the beta, and the full game, because admittedly, after E3, we didn't really have all that much information on how you could actually end up customizing everything, because whenever we went into E3, it was simply pre-made classes and everything like that. We could customize our score streaks, but we could not end up touching any of the classes that were already built for us, simply because it was a show floor demo, which means that it was trying to accommodate the thousands of people coming and going throughout E3, and for those people that would really only play the game for about 10 to 20 minutes at a time. There's no real sense in taking away time from yourself or from others whenever you're going to try and customize and perfect everything just for 2 games to play on the showroom floor. So that said, everything that we had at E3 was locked and we could not touch it. However, in the beta, we're gonna be able to customize pretty much everything about our create a class system and our operator entirely. So firstly, to cover grounds on what you'll be seeing, this is actually the brand new map Gibraltar within the World War II beta. We did not see this at E3, so this is the first time we're debuting gameplay here up on the channel of this map. It is a fantastic map, super close quarters. It actually is quite long on the ends, and once you get into the action within the middle, everything goes by super fast. The only problem that I think that I had with this was in some modes like domination, it becomes pretty easy to spawn trap, but outside of that, the map is absolutely fantastic. It's one of those maps that I think some people will definitely need to get a hang of to start off with, or in the other sense, some people will jump right in and dominate. I think the gameplay you'll be watching in the secondary portion of this ends up being a TDM match, in which the very beginning of that I went on a 10 kill streak to start off the game. Half that streak though corrupted, so I think you'll only see the tail end of it, but regardless, it's a lot of fun, super close quarters. It tailors to basically every single playstyle, because once you're up in the center of the map, it's short close quarters, SMG and shotgun dominated. The side lanes are ARs, maybe snipers even, and of course, back in the spawns, there's a lot of open space for ARs to thrive as well. So there is a lot that can go on here with this one, and I think you'll definitely enjoy it. But jumping now into the create a class system, how this will work, once again, we know that we have divisions. All 5 divisions will be present within the beta, that being infantry, airborne, armored, mountain, and expeditionary, each of which have their own division skill sets and everything that are custom tailored to that division. But whereas previously we kind of thought that maybe this would stick only for shotguns and all that kind of stuff, where say expeditionary was shotgun only, airborne was only SMGs, it's actually not that way at all. What you can do is you can take every single weapon that you ever want to play with and apply it to whatever division you end up wanting. Although some things definitely will cancel out, so say theoretically you want to put an assault rifle on airborne, you won't get the addition of that suppressor on the SMG, but you will be able to apply the different class and division skill sets to those. So theoretically, once again, you have an assault rifle in the airborne classification and division, you'll still be able to sprint for longer distances, climb over obstacles faster, and increase your sprint speed faster depending on what rank you are in that division skill set. But whereas some things will cancel out, others will definitely still be applicable. Now that goes also for every division. So if you want to put, say, an SMG on infantry, if you want to put a shotgun on armored, if you want to put an assault rifle on mountain, or an SMG on expeditionary, all these different classifications can end up working. But once again, you'll lose out on the weapon classification skill set within that division, but also still keep any of the other subsidiary ones that you end up getting with the higher ranks. Now ultimately that does to me give a little bit more clarity on how the weapons can work in between each division, but what's cool is actually you're not set to one specific division. Whereas say in Black Ops 3 you had the specialists, in which that was something that you could only change once you were outside of a game or anything like that, and that was something that you could only ever stick to that specialist in-game. You don't necessarily have to stick to one division in-game. It's more so like the rigs from Infinite Warfare, in which you have multiple different loadouts, and of that, at the base of the beta, you have 5 different loadouts in which it's almost like you're setting a create a class system where you jump in and you can create a class, but of those 5 choices, they don't all have to be the same division. So you can end up choosing, say, a custom 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One may be airborne, one may be expeditionary, another one may be airborne, maybe you'll go with mountain, and then maybe one will be armored. Something like that, in which you have 5 different options at the very base level in which you can change around your division for each of these air quote create a classes, and then underneath that division in that create a class, you have the option to set all your weapons, your basic training, your secondaries, and your lethals, all that kind of stuff. Now, unfortunately, by now you can probably tell that I'm not allowed to show you any menu footage or anything like that, so I can't just run you down the basics of how this works visually, but hopefully I'm either describing this well enough or have a little bit of an on-screen visual for you guys that can show you guys a little bit more of what this is like if my words don't convey it as well as I'm hoping so. But I guess to try and recap it one final time for you guys in as simple a manner as possible, from the rundown, you have 5 different options for classes. You can once again change those custom classes to anything that you want division-wise in terms of, say, infantry, airborne, armored, mountain, or expeditionary. And then from there, once you choose that division, you can once again either go in and change that division once again, or you can set up your class in terms of your primary, your secondary, your basic training, and your lethal or tactical. And again, you don't necessarily have to keep the weapons that are made for those divisions specific just to those divisions. Once again, you can put an assault rifle in the airborne division. You just won't get the SMG suppressor added in on top of that, but you'll get all the other different skill sets out of that. And again, with any division, you can do that little cross-platform thing. So it really adds another dynamic to the create a class system, and I really enjoy what it's done so far. Maybe later down the line, I'll be tired of it and I'll be like, just give me my pick 10 back. But right now, for what it's worth, I really do enjoy this little change up. It's a cool little variation in terms of changing the meta and how we know Call of Duty's create a class system to be. So while it is different, I definitely think it is a great change and one that I think people will pick up on very easily. And I think one that a lot of people may definitely enjoy because it takes a lot of that idea of needing specific perks. It takes that out of the equation and already builds it pre-made into some packages for the game. So that said, that is the create a class system, the division create a class, whatever call it here in a nutshell. Hopefully I explained it well enough and it's something that is easy to follow here, and hopefully this provides some clarity going into the beta come this weekend, and I'm excited for you guys to jump on board. I know that a lot of people are definitely going to love it. It is a fantastic time. So that said, once again, one final thank you to Sledgehammer and Activision for flying me out to the studio, letting me capture this footage here for you guys, and I am so hyped for this. So let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the beta? Are you guys indifferent, or do you not necessarily care all that much? Whatever it may be, let me know down in the comment section. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below. Really does mean the world to me and shows that you guys are enjoying the content. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding the beta. We're gonna be killing it the next couple of days leading into the beta. I'm so excited to show you guys what I have lined up here on the plate for everybody. So stick it right here up on the channel if you guys are interested. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, asking me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Mine is an espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.